Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, what's up?
And it's another beautiful Saturday morning. It's 1 a.m.
It's still Friday night.
We have one official viewer, and it is Keith.
Keith!
Keith!
Cheers, brother, man.
How's it going, Keith?
All right, so we were going to do stuff, but then things happened. So now we're just going to wing it. We can talk about whatever. Chris is going to play some songs. I got a couple songs. Chris has got a cool guitar to show off.
Right on.
Mm-hmm.
What do y'all want to get to first?
You play something first this time.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, the pressure.
Do it.
Under pressure. Oh, not too soon in the stream, right?
Yes. Yes.
Well, why don't we have Chris show off his guitar while we wait for some people to show, if anybody's going to show up or anything.
Okay.
Talk about that for a minute.
Oh, look at that.
A little JP 15 7-string signed by the Lord himself.
Right on.
75 made in the US. Beautiful guitar. Too much. Very expensive. Unfortunately, but
worth it.
had to have it.
Tell them the specs so they can
Had to have it.
Why does it cost that much?
Right on. Right on.
It's got the Pazio pickups. It's got his Illuminate. What is it? Illuminate. What the fuck?
Illuminator. Yep.
Illuminator pickups. The wood is just fucking phenomenal. Roasted maple neck. You can't really get the gist of it.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
got
we
this
can see-
Yeah, you
beautiful-
can from that angle. That looks
Yeah, you
awesome.
can. Yeah, you
Tiger.
can tell.
That's
You can
Tiger.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's got the Strat vibe if you want it. It's got the metal vibe if you want it. It's got a little push kind of thing that boosts for
Billy.
solos.
Cheers, Billy.
Right on.
Very fun guitar, very awesome. Glad I got it. Little
Right
twinkle,
on.
twinkle.
I'm looking forward to hearing it.
Hell
It's gonna be doing metal tonight, not too much.
Oh, isn't that a shame?
No way.
I'm
I'm
shocked.
pretty sure they're a little desensitized from hanging out with me.
Yeah, yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yes.
It does.
We've never
it-
played
it-
metal in our lives.
It does whatever you
Well,
want.
I was like
though.
more like the stuff Chris and I play, the little
Yeah. I mean,
More
metal is
extreme.
such a broad genre now.
extreme ridiculousness of gauges of strings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got Sir William of the Bologna. What's up, brother?
What's up, Billy?
Yeah, I hadn't talked to Chris in quite some time. We had grown up together and then lost contact for a little bit. Started talking back and forth. He's like, "Oh yeah, got some money in this one and just was going through some stuff. So I bought myself a guitar." I was like, "Oh, what'd you get?" And he's like, "Oh, Music Man J." I was like, "What? Holy crap!"
So where did you guys grow up?
Davey, Cooper City, Florida.
Yep.
Then?
He grew up in the swamps with me.
Yeah.
They don't know about gator and eating lizards and
Like,
stuff.
go in the eye.
Let's not go over that again.
In the Willie Swamp.
What up, way up, dude?
Matt was telling us how you clean a gator for eating this.
I actually tried gator for the first time 2 years ago.
What? You didn't eat gator back in the day?
No, man.
Oh God!
I
No wonder
couldn't. I
you
had
could
them as
remember-
pets. I had them as pets. You knew that.
Yeah, but those gators out on when we went to the holiday park, they were just serving it up deep
Oh,
fried
yeah.
out there.
Yeah. I wouldn't touch them, but I finally tried them. It wasn't that bad. Yeah, it was pretty good.
It's like delectable.
Tastes like chicken. Yeah.
and it's already in a little ball. It's perfect.
Yeah. Little nugget. A little chicken nugget.
Oh, deep fried. Oh yeah.
Oh, it's good. And it's not even like super fried. It's flash fried, so it's just like whoosh, hit the oil and get it out.
Drop some Frank's hot sauce on there. You got fucking chicken wing right there.
Oh, it's
Tastes
good.
good.
Boneless chicken wing.
Texture's a little different, but it's not
It can be a little chewy depending where you got it from. Well, let's
So
not
the-
think about that.
Well, it's kind of like squid and like calamari stuff
Right.
like that.
Correct.
Scallops.
Oh, I love me some calamari.
That's some different texture stuff right there.
So
It's
chewy.
going to be a bit chewy, but it's always about how it's prepared.
Yeah.
Correct.
So, Matt, did you prepare us a tune?
Not prepared, but I have songs that I can just play off cuff.
Okay, you see my suave segue there?
Damn it, Gumby.
Play the fucking guitar, dude.
I am playing the guitar.
Little twinkle twinkle.
I just wanted to see how many people we get in. We only got 2. Fine.
Jamie said she was gonna join at some point. I don't know if she's in.
Way Up Dude says, I tried Gator one time, but it bit my hand.
I can't see the chat. Is that oh there it is.
Yeah, I was
Never
gonna
mind.
say it's one of those little arrows. Yeah, well, let me turn on all the effects so it sounds like a space machine.
Oh, yay.
More buttons, the merrier.
Eat all the buttons.
Flying on the wings of Mary. There's Jamie now.
I mean, there's Jamie.
There's Jamie.
Want to hear it? Here we go.
Here we go. Go.
that
I dig
sucked.
I
good.
dig it.
Had so many issues.
Sounded all right.
I was totally ready.
Sounded clean.
Did it? I'm glad. Because on my end, it was just a mess.
There's a song in there.
There
Got
is a
it.
song in there.
Joey did
If I could remember how to play the dang song, it'd be all right. I pulled up the lyrics and I'm trying to go through and I realize I'm on like the first version, which is not currently what I'm used to practicing. I was like, oh no. I made a huge mistake.
Is that
That would've been
Damiani right there in the bottom?
No.
What's a Chris called?
Is he here?
Yeah.
I can't see anybody. You gotta turn your camera on, bud. And why do I hear echoing?
I do hear echo. I did turn his volume down because he was coming in with.
There should be no
But
echo.
he's
That
backstage.
was his echo, but since
We
Trev
can
turned
hear
it
him, but
down.
he's not being.
Well, our
hear
friend,
him.
this would be the Chris trifecta. So the third Chris is gonna be the, the difficult one.
Everybody's a Chris.
There he is. Let's add him up. Here he is. Christopher Damiani.
You need a spotlight on you, bro.
Yeah. You're so
Yeah,
dark.
yeah.
Go to some light.
This was not a. This was not
Oh, to
expected.
the light.
I can't edit any of his sound controls. You gotta turn echo cancellation on and all kinds of stuff.
There he is. I can see you now.
That's why I'm echoing.
Yep. And he's gone.
There he is.
Anywho. He's offline, but he's talking.
That's strange because we can actually see him.
Yeah. I think because it's on his phone, it's cutting in and out. Oh, we got Jamie in the chat. Hello. He's back, but he's audioless.
No, I can hear him.
Oh yeah,
My
I hear,
voice,
I hear the
my
echo
voice
now.
will be heard.
So I grew up with Chris and Chris.
Chris, me, Chris, me,
This is the
Chris.
three amigos right here.
Yeah.
There's just a mic missing, really.
He's got to get a little computer set up.
We'll never get Mike on the internet. Come on, bro.
Why I'm echoing.
There you are. Kind of, sort of.
Quit moving.
It gets better the closer he gets to the right.
Damn it, Gumby.
Oof, that was a good one. I'm alive. Oh, and he's frozen. Well, anyway, the show must go on. So, yeah, I sent my friends a bunch of shirts, and I got another batch of them coming. So, it'll be fun. I'm wearing one. I have new designs though.
That shit looks cool, bro.
Kinky.
Brutal.
Yes, I use AI to help in generating the images. I draw pictures, and then I feed them into the machine, and the machine spits out images.
That's the new way, bro.
That you think you're trying.
Oh no, I just drew the first thing. After that, it's not me anymore.
Yeah.
It's whatever it's gonna spit
Well,
out.
you want this, but you really want this.
Well, at first I was kind of hesitant to it, but then once I saw how fast the turnaround on that is, I'm like, oh Christ, might as well keep up with the game.
No, depends on the result, right?
Well, so far people have constantly been asking if it even is, so I think it's doing well. I hope
I
they're
like
not
the
disappointed
design.
to find out that it is generated from AI, but the design is mine. Chris knows I'm a nerdy
The
art
idea.
guy. I was always the Photoshop kid.
Well, but being
You
an
were
artist,
feeding the machine.
I mean, Becca just doesn't kind of appreciate the digitals of the art.
I'm old. I can't keep doing all that shit. You know how long it takes?
Well, that's what I told her. You know,
Yeah,
send her a couple of
Hey,
your
man,
ideas,
you're old.
and
Oh, calm down.
she'll do
Maybe
them.
not as old as some, but old enough to feel the effects of a full-time job.
Young buck, I don't want to hear it.
I wouldn't say a young buck, but a buck nonetheless.
Have you seen Becca's art?
Yeah, of course. Rot Room.
Yeah,
I followed her on Instagram. Got some good stuff. I like her kind of zany, dark twist on everything.
Well, that's what I figured. Kind of be conducive to your style as well.
Yeah, it's pretty similar. I mean, it's like the same. Like, I'm gonna take something pretty, but I'm gonna make it kind of awkward at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Just your brain
Teddy's
spinning
here.
just a little bit. What up?
She's dead.
How's it going, Dead?
And Ted currently lives where we used to live. It's a small world after all.
Good old Broward.
We the borough gangster.
Oh man.
Been a long time.
Yeah.
Since you rock and rolled?
Been a long time. Oh, too early in the stream?
Well, you can sing it like Frank Sinatra or Richard Cheese, or, you know.
And he has returned.
Doritos.
With Doritos. Oh, Chris. I was kind of hoping he was going to show up in like corpse paint or something. I don't know, like the old days. You just kind of he'd be we'd be hanging out in Chris's room watching like Pantera videos and shit,
You just show up
drinking
and
whiskey and hanging out. And like you hear the knock on the window, and the window would slide open, and all you see is just like this white painted face. What the fuck? What's up, dudes? I'm like, oh, jeez.
It was only one time.
Yeah, and I remembered it forever.
Made an impression, eh?
It's just the way he went about it. It was classic. I don't even remember, like, was there a reason, or he just out of nowhere?
No, for no
Did you
reason.
need
It's
reason
because-
at that time?
I guess we're out talking about Damiani after all. Who needs a reason when you're Damiani?
What
Hey.
are you guys doing?
Well, I just played a song.
Just hanging around, drinking whiskey,
Oh,
smoking
some
cigarettes,
Wisco.
drinking beer,
Cool.
smoking weed.
Talking guitars,
Awesome.
music. Brent Hines has left Mastodon.
Cool.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I saw something about that.
What
Seen
the
that.
heck? And then immediately started posting like another band thing. So I don't know if he's
Ooh.
immediately jumped into another I know he had a bunch of other projects underneath Mastodon. So
I mean they're all talented dudes. I'm sure they got
I thought
stuff.
you were going to say he left the chat. I was like, he was in the chat.
that'd been cool. He lives out close to where I live.
Georgia, Georgia Bulldog.
Oh, the studio they had in Atlanta, I know where. Like I don't ever have to go that direction, but I know whereabouts in that area. Not the greatest of areas. Not the worst of areas. There's far worse. We're gonna play this tic tac game all night.
Seems like it.
I think we're just gonna let him sit back there until he can get his shit together. We can still hear you though backstage.
It's a Brady Bunch, plus or minus one.
I think it's his service because it's really low. I can see his service.
He's got like one bar.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
backstage, but we can hear you. The people can't hear
God,
you.
you hear me?
Though. Try resetting your phone and coming back. And he's gone. So Chris is gonna play us a song because that's what Chris does. And
Oh
like
fuck!
Chris does that well.
I will. All right. Ready?
What's that?
No, it's good. You look good. You're doing it right. All right, I'm playing.
Go.
Hello.
Cool.
Hell yeah, brother.
That was cool.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Right on.
That sounded clean.
So I have a question for Chris. Have you listened to the new Dream Theater album?
A little bit. The single they put out, I heard, it was pretty good. A little different, but you know, they're progressive. They keep doing their shit.
I've been waiting for Scenes from My Memory Part 3.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just glad they got Mike back in the band. You know what I mean? Portnoy needed to be back in there. Seemed
Yeah.
like.
A good combo.
Yeah.
It's
The other drummer's
combo.
pretty good, but you know, the vibe's there.
It's the keyboard player.
Yeah.
The keyboard player.
I wonder if
I mean,
they're
he's a
gonna do any-
fantastic keyboard player.
I wonder if they're gonna do any more liquid tension stuff. That'd be dope.
Yeah, I still kind of like Shimmerine better. I mean, Rudess can play way better.
Way. He's like
Technically speaking,
ridiculous. Yeah.
but musically speaking, Shimmerine way more.
Well,
We-
it's like less pretentious as well.
Yeah, and he's got a bit of an ego.
Like you watch the other dude sitting there with a guitar and the piano, like I'm like, you know what? Why bother anymore? Like,
Yeah.
what is that? Why? Who does that? It is pretty intense. I've tried to do that. It's very, very hard.
That's next level.
He'd be a great drummer.
Yeah.
That kind of separation, that's phenomenal.
He'd be a great drummer on a keypad.
Yeah. Yeah.
And probably probably is.
Well, he is.
It's not actually Mike Portney. It's been him the whole time.
Best steering wheel drummer ever.
No offense, Jordan, if you're watching this.
That'll never happen.
There's a good chance of that.
Put a hashtag in
never know.
place.
So I was looking at like you know how you can go and look at patents that are being pending and all that stuff like that. And one of the top ones that is being searched right now is dashboard symbols.
Huh. It's
a little symbol that magnetically attaches to a base that you can swap out for different like brand names or whatever.
That's awesome.
It's while you're hitting, you can be like, psh.
Instead of using your girlfriend's arm or something like that, just smacking it.
A little splash. Then you can have like a couple of them, you know, around the steering wheel. I was like, that's actually clever, and probably will end up in a Spencer's or something like that. I guarantee it.
I mean, who doesn't freaking wail on that freaking steering wheel?
This is truth. Well, in my Cadillac, remember my Cadillac steering wheel? It would it would just break your fingers. It was a solid piece of oak. I don't know who put it in there. That's how I bought it. It was cool as heck, though. We used to drive around, and Chris would have imports, and I would have like old boats and stuff like that.
Little rice rockets.
And then I had some Hondas at the end there.
Cruisers, man.
Oh yeah. I hadn't seen Chris in we like school had ended, and like, you know, everybody kind of just like, you still see each other every now and again, but like he was in bands, I was in bands, and like a friend of ours, a mutual friend of ours, I had met through some other friends. He already knew. I was like, oh, I'm gonna take you over to my friend's house. I'm like, so all right, we jump in the Cadillac, we go on over there. It's Chris. He's like, what the heck?
Paul.
Yep. I was like, oh yeah, I know this place. I used to like basically live here.
Doing Metallica covers, Korn covers. Back in the day.
And then Pantera and Cannibal Corpse. Sepultura.
All the above. Yep. Fun
You know, I
times.
didn't know that the Sepultura guitar player had a signature wah.
Oh, I didn't know either.
Yeah.
Didn't they just put that out?
I have
recently?
no idea. I only recently saw it. Hey, Chris, you know about that? Unfucking believable. I think I should call him.
You know all about it.
What do you know about it?
Everything. Wait, what was the question?
The new wah pedal signature series is Sepultura.
From Sepultura? No, I have not seen it. The yellow whammy has caught my eye. I don't have.
I saw that too recently. The yellow
Mono,
one.
Neo Mono, or whatever you call it.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care what name is on it.
It's got
but-
some cool new features.
but it looks like it's very interesting.
Yeah.
A Sepultura wah, that's also kind of interesting because if you think of how it's played, basically in the opening break of Roots, it's just kind of, it's not really halfway, but like 3/4. But for him to hold it like that, and then when the song really kicks in, he puts it down and then breaks it, to break it up, and he brings the wall back up.
Oh, it's cool looking.
That's a cool idea. I could be interested about that as well.
I'm gonna go ahead and show it
Oh,
Because I can, because I'm on my own stream.
It's a lot of yellow. Oh, and some occasional red.
Look at this thing.
Huh.
I would
The
definitely like to
Andreas.
know what's going on there.
Well, 40th anniversary, Andreas. Got the Supple Tribe. How much?
$270.
I think I'm going to wait till they come down.
Yeah, it's a steep price for a wall. I mean, look at that paint, though. That's pretty cool.
If it's really that clean, then that is really cool.
It's a shit picture,
But I...
What's the yellow one I just been seeing online?
the yellow wall?
Yeah,
Not sure.
I saw one pop up. I don't know what that is though.
Is it on here? This one?
Yeah,
Kirk Hammett?
That's the old Kirk, though.
I don't know if it's that one. I saw another one.
That one's pretty cool because it's a
Little
tarot
foot.
card. It didn't say Kurt Hammett in the middle of it.
It would be fine, I'm sure, as a wall. Kirk should never be allowed to step on one ever again.
There's way better pictures on the Dunlop page. Why didn't we go there first? Oh, these are the pictures from Guitar Center. Just stole their picture.
It's the same. It's the same.
Bastards. At least they're better quality. Well, at least on my end, they're better quality. So here's all of them down here, right? Well, no, we got to go up to products. Why did it do that? Just wall huge. Is that it?
That's way huge. That's a
Way huge. Where's
brand
Wall?
that they now own.
Does anybody see the walls? Hey, Mike, can I get some walls? That's it? What the fuck?
Well, click AWA and then
There we go. Is this what we're talking about? It's still the same thing, dude.
It's just a different color.
click on View More under Crybaby.
Oh, yeah, they're good.
Hit
Good
the
call.
arrow.
Good call.
Hooray!
Feature, let's do newest. Yeah, it would have to be that.
The Kirk?
What the heck? A Clapton that's all gold?
Gotta
No
be
real
fancy.
tunability.
Gotta be
Isn't that the
fancy.
one that's like $350 or something?
Is it? Get out of here.
Jeez Louise.
Something like that.
Why would it be so much money?
Whose
It
name
doesn't
is
even have
on
any
it?
adjustability.
Whose name is on it?
Oh,
Yeah.
for fuck's sake. Look at the Supreme.
Supreme.
So is there another EVH again releasing another one? No. Okay. Good grief. I've never seen the Daredevil fuzz wall before.
Never heard of.
I don't really look at these things. That looks like it might look pretty cool. Look at that.
The
That's
Mardi
cool.
Gras.
Almost
Leo
like the Joker
Naccialetti.
look.
I have no idea who that is, but I'm sure that he's an amazing player.
That's a pretty.
To have a, I mean,
There
to
it
have a
is.
pedal like that,
He must be a.
sponsored by Dunlop.
Yeah.
Well, I see a 335, so you know.
Yeah, he's putting butts in seats. That boy's entertaining. Hell yeah.
Look at this big old monstrosity. What?
Why? Oh, I know why. I know exactly why.
Chancellor. Like you can add fuzz.
Nope.
And it's a boot print.
That's a
pretty
lot of
clever.
stuff.
That is so much. How many volts is this thing?
All the buttons.
Does it tell you any difference in the voltages? Probably not on here.
No, I know why. Because you can't get this anymore.
Oh wow, I remember that thing. Remember that, Chris?
Yeah.
I have two of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why two though? Does one not work?
Because one will break.
They are so
You
plastic.
can't get this anymore until you pay through the nose. But that's why you had that blue one, is to do this, the Weepin' Weeman.
It's crazy.
That's why.
Oh, look at Trev down there flexing.
Taxes. It's inevitable.
I mean, I have a Dunlop pedal too, but it's not anything to write home about. It's a controller pedal. Oh man, I've been neglecting the chat. I should probably go see how that. Nope, nothing's changed. Good. Everybody went elsewhere. How long we been going? Not long enough. Cool. I just played a song. He just played a song, so it's my turn again.
Yeet.
Yeah.
Sucker!
Do you want to play over the jazz thing and just noodle for a bit?
You can try, yeah.
Might play the Jazz Master then. Been a while.
Been a while.
Guitar switcheroo in progress.
Or maybe I should go against Ben's wishes and play the Silvertone.
Don't play the Silvertone.
Why not? Sounds beautiful. It sounds like 1959. I'll put it through my my phone microphone. All right, mark it go. Go ahead, Chris. Don't forget to mute your mic. I mean, that could just go on all night. That's the first time anybody just tried to start playing. Supposed to take turns, Chris. 8 bar, 8 bar, 8 bar. Come on now. He's like, nah. I play with people. I closed everything, so now I can't see nothing. We got anything going on? Any activity? No. Yeah.
Chris left.
Yeah, well, I figured he would leave.
Other than that.
We just started to just noodle nothingness, so you know. Stick around to find out.
Same bad time, same bad channel.
All the time, every time. We've been going for 51 minutes. We still got some time. Oof. Oof, that grilled chicken's finally agreeing to disagree.
There's a song in there.
There's a song in there. Why are you agreeing to disagree? I just needed some protein.
Don't hurt me.
That could get real dirty real quick.
Oh, yes.
So, Chris has some cool guitars that we can talk about.
Mr. Ryan Hall, how are you doing?
Yo, brother Ryan.
Look at Gander here.
That's what I'm talking about.
My music-in-law brother, Ryan Hall.
That's what I'm talking about. I should probably give Jamie a wrench, huh? That'd be good. Be a good idea. So, yeah. Look at that rack behind there. Why don't you tell us about some of that stuff? Because you're the new guy. We all know about each other's gear. Like, we've seen it a million times every freaking day. You're the new guy with the new stuff. We want to see the new stuff.
I got this heavy fucking thing here. Matt knows about that guy.
Oh, they know what that is.
Little chunky boy.
His doesn't have a Bigsby on it.
Fucking disgustingly low tuned for no reason.
Well, it'll sing to him better.
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes.
It don't got the Bigsby on it, so it'll hold it.
That's why I have two of those.
It's like one with, one without.
Yep. I have the brown version of that blue one. See, I was gonna get that blue one, that exact one that was in my cart, and Chris was like, "I really want to get one. If you see one cheap," and I was like, "Bro, this is the cheapest I'm ever gonna find it." It was like just under $5, I think.
Yeah, it was $4.90, like $4.68 or something like that.
And they were going for $6 at the time,
some random number,
or 6 or 7, because they were predominantly new at that time.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna buy it if you don't. And he's like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck
yeah,
you.
Oh yeah, fuck you.
Just ended up buying it.
I was gonna buy it. And I was like, all right, because if you don't buy it, I'm getting that brown one anyway.
Oh, this color is. I love
I
it.
wanted that color, but I know it was.
It's just clean, pretty.
I like the
It
brown
looks
one
like
too.
a classic fucking 50s car. That's
Mhm.
what it looks like.
Yeah, I like it. It's almost like it's a little darker, but it's similar to the blue that's on the Prestige Stretch. The Prestige has that golden flake in it, though. That's what really caught my attention.
Mental note.
Always priority. That's why it looks like a dang Cadillac.
Mm-hmm.
Thing's heavy as fuck.
He's actually trying to tune it. I would have just been like, bah, bah, bah. Rattled Trev's brain loose, bro.
No, I'm hearing more dominant right side than left side. I thought maybe it's checking for
Oh, you might have it in a spread. Bring your level down a little bit on that, Chris. Jesus Christ.
Fucking, it's gross.
But it's so good.
Gross. So good
Gonna
though.
play like Terra Walk.
Yeah.
And
Do it all.
just
Do it all
one-
diminished. Oh, that hurt.
Well, it's a selfie shot from 2 days ago, but anyways.
It's a fun guitar. It's got a vibe for sure.
Terrible idea.
But, well, and that's what counts. It does a thing.
It does a thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's for sure.
It's like the weirdest twangy baritone thing.
Yeah, I was thinking about swapping the pickups, but I was like, no, it's got its own mojo.
Oh, I have them, Chris. Did I tell you?
Well, you got something?
Yeah, Jimmy Biter sent. I'll have to route it out.
Better. Oh no! Oh no!
But I
Biter?
got Schecter Apocalypses,
Oh shit!
the see-through ones.
Oh yeah. You're gonna put them in one of these?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
God,
the plan.
That'd be nuts. That'd be nuts.
What else am I gonna do with it?
True. Yeah. Wouldn't be too.
All my
hard,
other
man.
guitars got pretty badass pickups in them.
Get yourself a Ryobi router. Fucking drill that shit
I have a
out.
router and everything. I just. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
that'd
got
be
a portable
sick.
table.
How
You got
badly
two-
do I want to mess up a guitar? Is really the
You
question.
got two of them. You got room to work.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's going to be the silver one that has the crack in it already. Duh. Unfortunately, it also has a biggle stick attached to its butt. We'll make do.
I lift that pickup as close as to the strings as I possibly
It
could.
doesn't change anything.
It did a little bit, a little bit.
I've done all the adjusting because there's really no way to adjust it. They kind of
Yeah.
just mount to the body.
Yeah.
So the
no, it's
trick is
flat.
you got to take them off and then you got to get a little washers of some sort. I used pieces of old string locks, the silicone,
Yeah.
and I just shoved it under there until it worked.
I used because I was a technician for a phone and computer company, so I got this like thin, real like I don't know what you would call it, like this kind of fabric stuff.
Oh, the film.
Yeah, that they would put on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
screens and stuff to protect them when they ship. So I just grabbed some of those and kind of like laced the whole side of it and built it up a little bit so I could get the pickup a little bit more towards the strings, and it helped for sure. A little bit, just enough to get some sound out of it
Brian
instead of
Hall
having to
says
crank the gain.
his Hip Metal works on Mars. Why, yes. Yes, he is.
I am on Mars, baby.
Trev is at the gates of hell.
Shoot
I
that
am, I am in the depths of hell. Chris is somewhere in purgatory.
Just in the room.
Trev hangs out with Severus out front of hell, chilling on the corner. What's up,
Good
bro?
puppy. Good puppy.
Yes.
Bro, did you see the new Kudo bar comes apart?
What? Oh, you can just add a juice pack.
No, it's a battery
Oh shit!
and the controller and I guess a flashlight.
What the fuck?
I'm so dumb. It was cheap, so I was like, all right.
They're just
But
getting
you can still just use this by itself.
They're just getting creative, aren't they?
But I can't charge this unless I have this.
Now,
up
now
to
it counts as survival kit. So
Yeah.
right? Like, what the fuck is this shit? And now you can control how much menthol you want it to be.
The Swiss Army vape.
Look it up. It's called a snap.
Snap Kudo bar.
Yeah. This is lemon heads.
That sounds
Ice control, and it has like a little joystick from an arcade machine. Ice control.
good. I would never use the ice.
No,
care
I
for
don't like it that
menthol.
much.
Yeah.
But you have 3 settings on that son bitch. And these are like $20.
Not bad.
Yeah, because the other one I use is the Geek Bar. It's a bit more expensive. And it has the goddamn constellations on it. Have you seen these motherfucking things?
Mm-mm. Jeez.
Why? Why you do this? I
All the
just want
flair.
to. I just want to smoke. I don't need all that. That's why I like this, because there's no lights on it. I'm just like, cool. The flavor's not as good as Geek Bar, though. Geek Bar is supreme. Is Ryan Hall still here? Should we invite him up?
I think so.
That could be interesting. There he is. Send him a link. Come on.
Come on down.
Oh, I can look at that thing over here, too. I'm learning. Learning. I haven't messed with this very much. Since I recorded all the bass tracks into the looper and just kind of put it back on the stand. It was like, cool. You have served your purpose. An incidental buy that turned into like one of the better buys of the year.
$200
Ain't that
bucks,
some
you can't
shit?
go wrong.
But it like plays really well. That's the surprising part. Holy crap! Why is it so good? I think because I'm so used to fighting basses because they have extra range and all that bigger strings and shit.
Yeah,
You gotta
they're,
really freaking play the motherfuckers.
they're another beast.
This I'm playing it like I'm playing the Gretsch over there. You know, barely touching it. Sounds good. That's
I
not
go-
even with the preamp on. That's without the preamp. You turn the preamp on and
You gotta plug it in.
you can hear everything. Sounds good. $200, y'all. Amazon. I was like, nah, that can't be a real thing. I like the fact that the neck is the same color as the Gretsch baritone, like Chris's. The neck and the headstock are all that dark natural walnut. Very cool.
You gotta plug it in. Put on it a little bit.
Oh, I can hear it. You can't.
There you go.
Here's without the preamp. Here's with the preamp. And also has a gain.
It's so like the SVG one.
It is an SVT. I also have a... Oh, actually, this is a B15 that you're hearing right now. Then this is SVT. Way brighter. Kill some of that low. You can really punch the mids up. Wanted to play like Doom guitar riffs on it,
You're good.
right? Totally works.
You do the Barney Miller soundtrack there. Theme song to Barney Miller.
Is that what that sounds like?
No.
Oh, I don't know
Go,
what that is.
Chapel, go.
Doom, doodle-doom, doodle-doom, doodle-doom,
It almost sounds like that,
doodle-doom,
what you call it?
I knew that's, I knew that's what you're thinking of.
What's some Iron Maiden?
I
Well,
knew
it's
it.
Limp Bizkit.
What?
Think about it.
No.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I think that's in the drawer beside Nickelback. I don't know.
I'll be back in there.
What was we playing the other day? But baby shark. I guess Damiani quit trying. He had like no service, bro. You could see. I don't know if you see the little service things next to your name.
Only mine. I can't see everybody else's.
Oh, I can see everybody. We've all been pretty good, but like him and Chris were really low. But Chris was fine, had no issues, or as I should say. Have a good night, Ryan. It's cool, man. We are at the hour marker. The only people watching are us.
I've allocated Ken a new avatar.
Oh, nice. You know,
I
Right.
did want to use the cat butt again because I'm the cat butt. Chris is a cat butt. Everybody can't be a cat butt.
It's going over nowhere. No. Willy Wonka when you're in the boat.
Who?
And he cuts the chicken's head off. Oh yeah, Jamie knows. That's right. He's still at his mom's house, isn't he?
Chris, yeah.
Yeah. Kind of envious of him, fucker. He's still in the old
Ken.
town. Well, I guess Jerry's there. That kind of sucks, but you know. It's still...
Yeah.
Where is Jamie? Is she sitting next to you?
She's in the room.
Oh. I think she's just sitting there being quiet, like typing in the corner. Jamie, you're up. It's your turn to play guitar. There was supposed to be another guy, but he decided to exit the friend group. It's unfortunate.
Talking about Junior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's good for like bringing up. Well, he used to be good for bringing up like topics of music and stuff like that. And then he turned full political and decided to, I guess, get very delusional about what his friends' belief systems were.
Yep.
That seems to be happening in a lot of the groups lately, I've noticed. Because Ken and Trev's community as well has a couple of those situations going on. Fun. Y'all listen here. Here's a public safety announcement. You shouldn't care what other people think, believe, or want to think and believe. Just do you, boo.
Yeah. Certainly ain't gonna let any kind of fucking politician decide who my friends should be.
100% agree.
And I ain't gonna let them tell me to go pick up a gun and shoot other people just because they want fucking rare earth minerals or whatever the fuck it is they're looking for. More lands must conquer.
Yeah, right.
Screw you guys. I got better things to do.
We should have this show called Two Yankees and Two Canucks.
It's a face-off.
It's a face off. We all just get along the whole time. Whoops,
Hey, man,
we did it
how's
wrong.
going?
Oh, no wonder we don't have any views. We're not fighting
Drunk
each
stoned Care Bears.
other. Well, unfortunately, Chris doesn't have much of an excuse, but I'm part Canadian. So I don't have a choice but to be nice, okay? You should meet my father. Oh my God, the nicest person you've ever met. And it all makes sense now. As I get older. I think snowmobiles and living in a place that's trying to kill you all the time with the cold just makes you a nicer person to other life because you don't get to see it very often. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, it's cold out there. I'm not going out there, bro.
The worst is when you live in a place where you have two front doors. There's one on the ground level for the summertime, and then there's the one on the second floor for the wintertime.
You know you're in trouble, bro.
What? Put on your snowshoes or else we won't find you till spring.
Or if we find you.
Screw that. Yeah, right? We got nothing but a bit of a carcass left. The fucking critters will be coming in there for that.
I'm the critters.
Ooh, a people-ical. People-ical.
It's still warm in the middle.
Get in here.
What's that smell?
We can sleep
Don't
in
matter.
here tonight and then eat the rest tomorrow.
Yeah! I want to go back as an adult. I feel like it'll be a different experience, but it's like the worst time to ever go is like our time. Yay. If you had dreams of traveling the world, you better rethink some things.
Well, I mean, Becca's got her passport. She's starting to talk about traveling and stuff. She brought up Australia the other day. The thing about Becca, she loves her critters, and she wants to go down to Australia to check out all the crazy critters that they got down there. You know, marsupials,
crazy
and the
critters.
kangaroos, and the wombats, and the
So I just go
koalas
to
and
Florida.
all that shit. Right?
Just go on down to Florida. All you need is like 2 days, and you'll want
I
to
would
go home.
suggested the Galapagos Islands there, or the fucking off of Ecuador. where
Oh,
they got
wouldn't- If
all the
y'all
really
went,
weird shit.
say you went straight to Florida from like the winter, and wouldn't you go into like a heat? Would you have a chance of heat stroke or something?
If you went where? What?
Say you were in Canada's like worst winter, and you just hopped on a plane and went straight to Florida, and you were like, all right, 80-degree weather.
You acclimate in the plane.
Really?
Now, with that said, you get on wearing a coat and a couple of layers of clothes. But during the fucking, 3 hours to Dallas Fort Worth, then you got an hour layover, and in Dallas is when you change up. You go to hit the head, and you change up. You take off a couple layers of clothes. Now you're in a jeans and a t-shirt or something because you're still in the airport. It's hot outside.
Yeah, I kind of
but you're still in
forgot
the airport.
you
go
do
outside
stop,
for a
yeah.
smoke, and you notice how everything is bigger in Texas. I'm just saying.
It is.
And you get back on the plane and you go to fucking Hollywood, Florida. And you jump off the plane there, but by the time you get there, you should probably be wearing a fucking wife beater and some shorts.
If
Some
that.
flip-flops. Because when you get off the plane, you do get
Oh yeah.
it's hot and it's wet. And you can taste it.
Different smell and everything.
But, I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty rugged and versatile, so I don't complain much when I get stuck in different environments. I
Was watching that show with the Alaskan people. I forget what it's called. Last Great Frontier or whatever. And like they came over to the United States and went to like some event. And one of the dudes straight fell out and had to go to the hospital because he couldn't handle like 70-degree weather. Because he lived in he like never was where he lived in the out there in Alaska. They never get to that warm ever. And my brain was like, "Holy crap, that's crazy." That's Steve Brand?
Hey, yo.
Holy smokes. It's
Wanna
probably
send him
like
the link?
daytime for him.
Him I can send a link to.
I don't care.
Or are you wrapping it up?
I mean, if Steve wants to come up and jam out, I will can hang out for that.
All right, I'm gonna fucking dig him up.
You still got to do a song, Matt.
He already did his. Well, I guess he opened, but
We jammed for like a 45-minute session there.
going from here to Miami is easy, Trev. I would respect your opinion. You've done it a couple times.
He does it.
For me, it was a work thing. It was back in 2005, 6. But yeah, we went from here to Dallas Fort Worth. Like I said, about an hour layover. What a huge fucking airport. They got their own train system.
Yeah, right. He says, "I'm not doing that no more."
I know. I noticed.
You know, support local produce. You know what the worst one was? Is Atlanta. Dear Lord have mercy. It's like the most terrifying thing to walk in and everybody's just like a whole crowd just coming at you out of nowhere. They're all trying to get out of the building and you're trying to get in the building and you're wondering, why are they trying to get? Oh, we should probably try to get out of the building too. And all you see is cops, like, oh my God.
Well, I actually brought those pictures up the other night when we were hanging out, right? With the lizards in the hotel and going to the Hooters and Dave and Buster's with my friend on the cop car.
They were over in Hollywood. He had a bunch of pictures. Dania. Where else were you? You were all over that area.
Yeah, well, we went to the beach. I mean, we were staying pretty close to that Dave and Buster's and just walked to the beach and, oh, look, there's nobody here. Yeah, sunset's or no, I guess it was, yeah, it was evening. There was no sunset because it was behind you. It's the sunrise that was killer. But anyway, swimming at sunrise and sunset, which is a big no-no from what I've heard. But then Matt says, fuck, there's no fucking sharks.
Not over there, no. Well, I mean, there could be, but the chances of you scaring it are very high.
Drunk Canadian versus shark.
Yeah. They're usually not really prone to coming up that close. Now
Especially
the other
when
side,
there's like 5 or 6 people splashing in the ocean going, oh, this is great.
over by the port where the Everglade and all that stuff starts to merge with the ocean, you'll find shit over there because some fish will get caught in the stream and get pushed out there and they'll die in the salt water. So the sharks and stuff are over there eating.
You can smell that a mile away.
Eating all that shit. Yep. That's why I remember. Chris,
Again, you're muted. I can't fucking hear you.
Over by the cruise ships, they didn't want you in the water over there.
I said fresh meat. Damn it.
Of course.
I want to learn how to play that damn Seinfeld thing.
That would be cool if you could actually do it live.
Right.
Playing the fucking.
Bound down.
I mean, you don't even have to nail it. You could just be in the spirit of.
Maybe I can. Let's see. I'll be able to hear it, but you won't, so I can actually practice it.
Very well. Very well.
Let me practice it live before I play it live.
Don't question the methods.
That awkward moment when you're on Arky, about time. I guess we should send out another link.
Hard time.
It's that awkward moment when I'm scrolling through Facebook and the friend suggestions is the former boss that fired you. Can I just send him one message? Everybody now.
He does like a. But it's a
It's a
keyboard
double.
doing
You
it.
got to get All right, Steve, I'm bringing you, brother.
Yeah, whatever. It's a keyboard anyway.
Right, we can see you.
Okay, let me just check my settings
Yeah, no,
here.
we can
Make
hear you.
sure I
Sound
got.
good.
Sound good so far.
Yeah, I remembered what I did the other day when Ryan pointed
When you
out
were underwater,
the stuff. Yeah.
swimming.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know nothing, do I? Yeah. Now blame Ted for me knowing where to find you.
You're good. Chris, Steve,
Thank
Steve,
you,
Chris.
Teddy.
Hello, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going.
Did you see the earlier part where Chris was showing us his guitar?
No, I
Can you give him a
literally.
quick peek there, Chris? Just because it is a piece of
Oh,
work.
it's a piece.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, show him
cool.
the back.
Yep, there's some good stuff right there.
All the options. Oof.
I like me some Music Man stuff. I actually had an endorsement with them back in
Back in
2002, I think.
2002.
Whenever it was, they did the Doggy Delight, the limited run way back when, and I got the one and only triple humbucker Albert Lee.
Oh yeah.
It was one of one, and what was funny was Sterling made fun of me for wanting a triple humbucker Albert Lee, and then about 2 years later they announced the humbucker loaded versions of the Albert Lee like it was his idea. he always did that. Like there was a push in the chat on their forum to do a silver burst, and he said it was like the most disgusting finish ever. Blah 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 blah. And then, yeah, two and a half years later, they released Silverburst. And he was, taking all the credit for it. It's like, yeah.
Now it's like a big thing in the modern Doom world. It's all
the
silver.
Silverburst thing, yeah, right.
Or it's the opposite, where it's like a moss green to a silver burst.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I like some of the. They're starting to bring back the old first act 9 strings. Remember those?
I do not.
What? Okay, so it looks like you remember those double cutaway Ibanez's with the sharp points?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like that, but it has a first act 3x3 headstock, but it's not 3x3. It's 3 by what is it? 3 by 4.
Oh, so it was kind of like the BC Rich 10 strings. It was
it's half and half.
three courses and three
Yeah,
strings.
yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And all the Doom guys use it for the drone strings.
Well, yeah. Who wouldn't?
It's really interesting to find that first act had a bunch of really high end guitars at one point.
Right.
Isn't that some stuff?
Yeah. Well, a lot of companies have gone that way. Look at Behringer, right? I mean, they used to be a really snobby, high-end, German company. Now it's just a name that's slapped on Chinese products. I mean, which the products are still good. Just don't do anything rash like take them on the road.
Don't use them.
Well, they even say in their warehouse tour video from a couple years ago that we take pride in replicating the best in high-end equipment. Yeah, replicating, that was a big word in there.
Several syllables.
Yeah.
I know what that means. That means it's not yours.
Not duplicate.
No, replicate.
Yeah.
They made a whole career on it.
And you know what? I mean, like I say, a lot of their stuff is really good, but yeah, it's fragile. So if it's going to sit in the home studio with nothing getting spilt on it or anything, it'll last forever.
Yeah.
But if you're going to do anything foolish like gig with it, then yeah, you better have some decent flight cases.
Yeah. Have a backup.
Yes, all that. Yeah.
They're cheap enough. I have 6 of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'll just chain them all together one night. Why not?
Yeah. Where do you keep those? Oh, in the trash. Yeah.
I bring the trash everywhere I go.
Oscar.
I used to use a Behringer pedal. It was like a green fuzz pedal.
Yeah. Yeah, like the sort of like the Boss rip-off plastic ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
did a thing.
some of those things are like so sought after. It's like some of the Dan Electro pedals. Like they are like industry standards. You know, the old Nobel's, what is it? The ODR one.
ODR one is a big one. Yeah.
It's when it came out, that was a budget pedal.
Yeah.
You know.
I never got into that one.
No.
I was more of a put an amp in its highest gain stage and just let it go.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
use
a
your
noise
volume
gate.
control.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now the other side of this wall is my, take it to my grave 50-watt Laney back there. Both gains are on 10.
Nice.
And that's where they live.
My gain goes
and
up to 20. Just
Chris has an impressive collection of old block letter. He's got, what do you got? What's your other one?
I got a 6505 plus,
The plus.
5150 block letter, Mesa Boogie, Dolrek.
Mm-hmm.
Just the classic shit.
All the tasty stuff.
The metal stuffs.
Yeah. The problem with the original 5150s is they don't make the parts for them anymore.
I know.
So for you, the last one that I had to fix where I actually had to replace parts that got dropped and every single pot was sheared off.
Oh shit.
It was just shy of 9 months to get the set of parts.
Jesus.
And I bought like one from the UK, two from the Ukraine, one from the States, one from Brazil. It was like, it took me months just constantly on the internet just to track them down.
Yeah, when I got the block letter, I was trying to find the foot switch, so I called up PV and they actually sent me one, which was cool. But this was like 10 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, I was trying to think how long ago did I have that? I hit that problem about 6 years ago where they just don't have anything for them anymore. It's just done. And it's proprietary, like the way that they're mounted on the board and everything. There is no swapping it out for something else. So my advice to anybody that I know up here who has a perfectly functioning 5150, sell it. while
Get as
while
much
it's
money.
working and still worth something.
It
Because
just sits here.
So what would you
if
buy?
it dies, you've got a problem. And I mean, because if they're gigging, it's like, yeah, get rid of it. Get
Oh,
an
yeah.
EVH 5153 because it nails it. And yeah,
Yeah,
it's sad to have to give up on something, but yeah, when it gets to the point where you
I've
can't
got that
service
silly
them,
PV cab back there that I kind of want the matching head for just because I got the cab, but all of a sudden, maybe not.
mine just sits there, collects dust, doesn't really do much. It doesn't gig.
yeah.
Collector's item. It's more of a like an art
Yeah,
piece at
you
this
didn't
point.
even, when we gigged, you didn't even use it.
No, I use my Mesa.
You used a message. Yep,
Well, of
you
course
brought the
they-
heaviest shit you could possibly bring. With
Yeah.
Well, and it's really sad because the Mesas have gone the same way now.
Yeah.
I mean, the main Mesa tech up here refuses to work on them now.
Oh, why don't
They-
you let Chris know where you're at?
Oh, I'm just outside of Vancouver, same as Trev.
Yeah, about half hour that way.
Sometimes people get his accent confused on where he is.
Yeah. Are you from Australia? No.
So we are now outnumbered as far as Canada goes.
Yeah.
Canada has taken
Are
over
you
the
from
stream.
New Zealand? No.
Yeah, you used to get Zealand a lot of people.
You know what? I mean, the number of times people have said to me, before I decide whether you're Kiwi or Aussie, say something else.
Yeah.
What I should say is, bet you $20 you're wrong. But instead, I'm nice and I go, no, actually, I'm English, you idiot. The ones that, for some God only knows reason, go, are you South African? It's like,
That's a little stretch there, but
yeah. Do I sound like I'm a driving instructor from Johannesburg? No.
I know how to
the-
tell if
the
you're an
coolest-
Australian or not. Call me a cunt.
The coolest part to me is that I've been in the same room as Ken and Steve at the same time. That's kind of the synergy that we've got going here, where it's like
Yeah.
we not just virtual friends, we've drank
Actually
from
met in the
same
real
bottle.
world. Yeah.
Yep.
Freaky.
How
said
did the
it.
meal turn out last night,
What
Steve?
the fuck?
Sorry, what?
How was your meal last night?
It was fucking good, actually.
Yeah, not bad. John's no slouch when it comes to the
Right
kitchen,
on.
man.
And he actually managed to cook it, which was really fucking good.
Batting 1,000.
It was great.
pretty-
Like he
pretty
had
cool.
he had the shitty bit in the middle. It was leaking, and I had the cook bits on the end, and it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I would have taken his shitty bit leaking in the middle. Thank you, but I know.
But there's no doubt it was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
The fucking hell of a, he's a hell of a cooker.
Mm-mm. He'll make someone a lovely wife one of these days.
Didn't he already? And
It
now
was
he's
pretty
back.
cool. Like, I was sitting there on the show, and we're doing the thing last night, and then I look at him, and he's like doing one of these, like he's talking to the kid. And I'm like, the kid's not there. Who the fuck is he talking to? Does he have hookers? What's going on?
Yeah, he promised hookers. There was none. Yeah.
Steve jumps in there and gets on the couch. It's like, oh, okay, we're getting in the tub.
He was waiting.
Yeah, I still don't like his rig, I'm afraid. It's better.
It sounded good, man.
You know, and that's the really sad thing. Like, I'm sure if I just sat on that couch, that god awful couch, for a week, and you know,
you would
just
never get that stank off you.
well, and I'd never be able to get up. Like, I'd need like surgery to extract it from my skin. I'm sure.
I can't tell if it's dog or man. What does that smell?
Yeah.
Why is it moist?
Why is it moving? Yeah.
The couch walks away.
Yeah. In disgust. Yeah.
Excuse you.
Yeah. I would get used to it, but it's weird. Like, because John and I talked about it this morning, and I was like, yeah, there's still that weird latency. It's not as bad, but he admitted, he goes, yeah, no, I know it's there. He said, I'm just used to it. And the thing for me is, like, when I was auditioning all the modelers and everything, I tried the Helix, the Kemper, the Fractals, all that sort of stuff. And once I started ignoring that price bracket and started looking in the sub $1,000 stuff, I found the ones that I actually liked. Because they actually felt right under your fingers. You know, they maybe didn't have all the bells and whistles that the big dollar ones did, but they didn't feel like you were playing through a badly tracking guitar synth.
Yeah.
I'm looking
Yeah.
at stuff. What do you mean?
You got to try.
I didn't know you
quad.
could see that too.
Yeah, no, you stop splitting my screen, god damn it.
I'm looking at stuff.
Have you tried the quad
I haven't
Cortex?
played with that much, Matt. I think you can like pre-create something on that separate screen, then transition to it, right? Which is kind of cool.
Well, you can preload and monitor stuff too.
Yeah, way back when I did. Yeah.
That's
Now
my
it's
thing.
probably better than it was.
Oh yeah, they're about to release the next update too.
Yeah.
I love it. It's the closest thing I've felt, from like an amp.
I'm sure
Well,
there's some sort of latency. If like Steve were to come over here and play my rig, he'd be like, "Okay, yeah, there's definitely something." I would definitely don't notice it anymore.
Oh, I don't notice
Well,
it at
and it's
all.
like, so I watch the stream. I watch myself play. It's like, am I as awkward as I think I am when I'm playing? And I watch it. It's like, yeah, because what's happening is I'm going for some little subtlety, some little pinched harmonic or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there is enough time for me to think, oh, I fucked it up before
it
it appears. And that's really fucking weird.
yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm sure we're talking, milliseconds, obviously. Yeah. I'm just going to do a Shania Twain here, Matt, and just go, yeah, it doesn't impress me much.
This isn't impressing you.
I mean, the way you're touching it is nice. You know? I'm slightly jealous right this second, but
Have a sudden urge for a smoke.
But
how should I show off its tactileness?
I mean, because it's weird. Like, I mean, everybody's making this huge deal about the what just came out that now has tone capture on it.
The Nano Cortex Mini Nano thing.
It's one of the big names, right? And I've got a Moore unit, the preamp live. It was $499, 7 years ago.
I
Guess
know.
what it does?
The same thing.
Tone captures. Yeah.
That's the looper you hear. That's what that is, Zamor.
Yeah. You know, and it's one of those things. It's like, just in general, we as musicians are label bitches.
Yeah.
You know, and some of us are price tag bitches too. It's like, oh, it's more expensive than everything else. I must have that one. You know. You know.
Speaking of which, then Way Up Dude shows up.
So it's like, that was the thing. So I mean, when I started looking, like I wanted to go digital, because I've always embraced that kind of stuff. I did direct recordings with stuff that didn't have cab sims in them years ago, but just spent fucking hours on the EQ until it sounded decent.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, I mean, I was recording direct with Digitech rack units in like 91, and getting decent tones,
High end.
But yeah, it was Way Up Dudes. I heard that, man.
I hope so.
Yeah, but yeah. So I mean, when I wanted to revisit it, and with all the modeling and IRs and all that sort of things, like, okay, now's the time. I want to get into this seriously. And so yeah, I mean, like one of my buddies up here, he's actually like a professional Kemper profiler. That's what he does. He profiles amps for Kemper and sells the profiles to people.
Yeah.
So I helped him profile some of my amps. Like there's a 63 Silvertone hiding behind my head back there.
Nice.
He profiled that one. That's it. So, and I helped him do, Blackface Deluxe Reverb. Now, listening to it, it was bang on. Playing it felt like crap.
Okay.
Because it felt like a processor. It didn't feel like an amp under your fingers. And so it was weird. So listening to somebody else, being the real amp and the profile, I was like, wow, that's fucking great. But then when you played it yourself, you're like, no, the real one's better. And I think it's just because the Kemper stuff condenses everything down to bass, middle, and treble, regardless of what EQ the amp's got. So if you've got bass, middle, treble, and presence, or like a boogie, you've got a 5-band EQ on there as well. Well, guess what? It's getting squished down into bass, middle, and treble, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
If you've got a champ with just a tone knob, well, they just use the middle control for that, and that works, But anything bigger than a 3-band EQ, and they're compromising it.
Doesn't matter.
And so, yeah, I mean, I think those sort of units do the high gain stuff really well, but if you want them to do like a classic tube amp, they won't do it.
See here, I have a 9-band at the beginning of my chain. I have a 9-band after my cab.
Mm-hmm.
In my heavy high gain stuff.
Yep.
Like it's totally all EQ. If you take those EQs out, it's not good.
No. What, wasp in a bean tin?
Yeah. It's either going to be too thin or it's going to be just flub.
Yeah, mud. Blech. Yep. No, and that's I mean, that's the thing. But I think it's interesting that Kemper have done like, one of the flagship, profilers and then limited the EQ. Seems like a really strange thing to do.
Well, the Kemper was basically the first good simulator, right? And then Tone X, and then Fractal.
I think Behringer and Advid were way ahead of everybody else.
Yeah.
I still have an Avid.
Avid.
Well, I mean, and when you look at line 6, I mean, there's still an argument for how good they still using that to this day. HD units on pro rigs. Yeah, but even like the Pod 2.0, the actual
Chris
core,
is a bean boy.
Yeah, the actual core tones of them are deadly.
Yeah, I heard them with modern IRs, and I was like, they're actually really good.
Yeah,
I had the Kidney Bean back in the day.
I've still got the rack mount, the Pod Pro.
Nice.
That's
what
2.0.
Behringer copied was that.
Yeah, the V amp.
Mm-hmm. The V amp, that's what I used. Yep.
Yeah. And I stupidly, I let one of my students like pry my original Pod Pro out of my hands, and the way he blackmailed me into doing it was like, I know you've been eyeing up the Pod XT Live. I'll give you enough money so you can go and buy one of those, brand new.
That'll do
And
it.
I was like, oh, okay, well that takes the heartache out of it. The first session that I used that XT Live on was embarrassing. I had to quit the session, go home, fire up my Line 6 port. Remember the port?
Yeah.
And finish the tracks with that because it sounded better than that fucking XT Live. That was just a fucking doorstop. And it was like, I learned right there, it's like, oh, don't buy any Line 6 that's got lots of bells and whistles because they've neglected the core tones,
Man.
And just to address way up, dude, no, you're not.
Man,
No, you're not. In
Which
fact,
fake-
I guarantee you he just ordered 2 more.
Which fake guitars is he talking about? The Gibson Custom Shop ones?
I'm like, all of them?
The potentially headless ones?
That was funny the other night. People were like, "Oh, that's what's his name's guitar," and I was sitting on the stream, so we have to. He's like, "No, it's a replica." That shit was killing me. That shark guitar, bro. Oh my god.
No.
And you think when you're thinking shark guitar, you're thinking like EVH shark guitar, which I think he has one of those too.
You're talking about the one that's actually
It's
shaped like a
actually a
shark. Yeah. I love those things. Like, at least they're funny.
It's so
You know.
funny, yeah.
If you're going to be shitty, be funny. I tell you what, I put together a Hello Kitty thing for myself. I bought the cheapest Hello Kitty I could find online
Yeah, I saw
because
that.
all I wanted was the body and the pickguard, let's face it. And put an Ibanez wizard neck on it, converted it to string through, put a nice hardtail bridge on it, what I throw in it for a pickup? Well, 500T Gibson, and a nice pot and everything. Just made it nice. I take it to the local jam that happens here every other Monday night, and I have taken some nice guitars to those jams over the years. I've been playing with the same band for 25 years, and this is the first time that 6 people came up to me and said, "Do you mind if I take a picture of that?" Now my buddy's standing there with like his $8,000 R9. Nobody asked to take a picture of that. It's like, oh yeah, can you hold up that Hello Kitty guitar? I want to take a picture. Oh, fine. I was kind of insulted,
That's the way it goes.
Just don't put my face in that.
but you play it
Yeah.
well.
But it's the ridiculousness of it.
Oh, I know.
I mean, that's the clickbait, right?
Yeah. But even when I took my Hot Wheels guitar, they didn't take pictures of it. I was really sad. And that has a wheel with a tire on it as a volume knob. I mean, come on.
That's awesome.
Really?
That's
cool.
effing cool.
I think
you
they
know?
all missed that.
Disappointed.
Maybe you need a Scooby-Doo guitar.
with a Scooby snack for a volume. Or you pull the hood off the end and it's a picture of Fred.
Or just like a guitar that's shaped like Scooby when he's in that shape against the wall or whatever.
Yep.
Like smashed against the wall.
Zoinks.
Little silhouette of a man.
Yeah.
Some men collect women. I collect fake guitars.
Yeah. Scary moose, can you see my fat granddad?
That's it. Steve knows.
Run away.
I think I'm going to bounce, my friends.
Well, we have been going for almost 2 hours. We could probably call it a night at this point.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got.
Yeah, I got to finish a Fred job I'm doing anyway, so I just thought I'd come and say hi.
Oh, much appreciated.
Very
Always
cool of you to
welcome.
drop by.
Good to
Always
see
a
you.
pleasure, my friend.
Yeah,
We'll
likewise, dude.
most likely be seeing you
Good to see you,
throughout the
man.
weekend because that's usually when I start to invade.
Yeah, there's
We
some
got
shenanigans
Sunday,
going
too.
on somewhere tomorrow, right, Trev?
Oh,
A bit
yes.
of a slamboree up
Oh,
here.
yeah, that should be
That's gonna
interesting.
be a lot of
Not
fun.
will be.
Oh, you 812 will be on with Under the Bus Saturday Jamboree. What y'all gonna do? Just,
Slamboree.
you're just gonna throw each other into the bus all day?
Slamboree.
Well, apparently Jay's going to beat me with a fucking acoustic guitar, and John's going to have fucking, I don't know. You can never tell. The thumbnail's never accurate. It's
You
going to be
won't
fun,
like
though. I mean, yeah.
I think that thumbnail
Looking
was
forward to
like
it.
one of the best ones they've done so far.
I mean, really, but if they've been really paying attention, they would have just had a picture of you and John like snoozing on a couch.
We did send that to Kurt, but he didn't use it.
Well, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that didn't happen, right? You know.
I mean,
Well,
it is public. It is.
you know?
They did make the picture public, so
Yeah, it's public domain.
there is that. So it could be coming in one. It's a cute photo. I mean,
Cute? Really?
it's cute. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
We're just
just
gonna
think-
leave.
I just think
Ken, we're
brave-
gonna call it cute. And we're gonna leave it there.
I just think Trev's really brave to fall asleep.
That's real cute, Trev.
Yeah.
I was gonna go eat, but now I gotta throw up.
Got a little bit in my mouth.
I think I still have some Listerine in there. And on that note,
Yeah.
anybody who's watching,
Sorry.
we love you.
Have a good night.
Quentin James,
Rock on.
stop clipping and zooming in on Steve's face.